Good evening, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here we are going to discuss on a topic that is on bhakti or devotion. Bhakti or devotion. That is the topic of discussion for now. We can analyze it from Sri Aurobindo and the mother's writings. Very nice topic. Bhakti or devotion. Bhakti is not an experience, it is a state of heart and soul. Bhakti is not an experience. So many ways we have analyzed bhakti or devotion. Among the different types of yoga, we have known one yoga is termed as the bhakti yoga, like others karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. Then finally we have listened hatha yoga, raja yoga, and etc. Finally we have heard and we are pursuing the method of integral yoga, supramental yoga. So here you can understand bhakti is not an experience, it is a state of heart and soul. State of heart and soul. It is a state which comes when the psychic being is awake and prominent. But who knows what really bhakti is? Simply we keep chanting, we keep dancing, so that some raptures or some epiphany will come inside us. We don't know that rapture really it is coming or not. Sometimes we are mad after the singing and dancing. Japa Hare Krishna Hare Ram, Nitai Gaur Bhaja Nitai Gaur Radhesam, Japa Hare Krishna Hare Ram. We keep chanting like anything. Some Ashtam Prahari and 26 Prahari. Ashtam Prahari for 8 Praharas and 24 Praharas. We keep chanting. The same bhajan we keep chanting. From bhajan and japa we keep continuing. And we think it is bhakti. But for your better and a deeper clarification, I want to clarify here. Bhakti is not an experience; it is a state of the heart and the soul. From heart and the soul, if you take everything relating your heart, then chapter is semi-closed. Because emotionally, which is emerging from the heart, with that actually we are confining to the bhakti. But the thing is that it is not only confined to heart, it is also confined more to the soul. It is a state which comes from the psychic being, heart and soul, then psychic being, is awake and prominent. Awake and prominent, but the thing is that ordinary people who are pursuing this bhakti yoga, they are least concerned. They don't know. They don't have even though they don't have the minimum idea regarding psychic being soul. So how this bhakti yoga is fulfilled? That is a topic I want to keep before us. That question I put before us: how it is possible? And in another terms, Sri Aurobindo has quoted, bhakti or devotion is utterly incomplete. Bhakti is utterly incomplete without thought and action. Utterly incomplete, not complete. Even you don't have to go for some written documents. Utterly incomplete without thought and action. Where the thought is coming from? It is a mental phenomenon relating to mind. Action, it relates to body. Thought, it is from the heart. So heart, mind and body, all are actually congregated here, so that bhakti can emerge, bhakti can get fulfilled. And here in the first line we have discussed, it is from heart and soul. Psychic is awake and prominent. With that condition, you can think of the existence and the progress of bhakti. That is what, just imagine how we are taking very cordially, superficially. It may not be a fuller phase response to your question. Again, Ananda and bhakti are part of deeper consciousness. Sometimes the surface consciousness, or staying on the surface consciousness, we think of in our ways that everything is complete. But bhakti and ananda, both things, ananda and bhakti are part of the deeper consciousness, which is the object of the yoga. Object of yoga is the change of consciousness. Fundamentally, the change of consciousness, that is yoga. Very object of yoga is the change of consciousness. It is by getting a new consciousness, completely brand new, not like old wine, new bottle. That is not the case. Getting a new consciousness, or by unveiling the hidden consciousness. Now it's veiled. You have to unveil. Unveiling a hidden consciousness of the true being within, and progressively manifesting and perfecting, that one can get contact, and then union with the divine. Very interesting, very deeper meaning. How? Because when we normally analyze what is yoga, union with the divine. What this union, how it will come, and what divine is, how this union will take place. We must know the things, not that it has been written in the book so that we can recite them word for word and we can be able to know this is the truth. This can't be. Ananda and bhakti are part of the deeper consciousness. Ananda and bhakti. Very objective of yoga is the change of consciousness. Overall change of consciousness, that is yoga. And especially it is integral yoga. Above all, overall change of consciousness. It is by getting a new consciousness. Or by unveiling the hidden consciousness. You have to get the new consciousness, or you have to unveil the new the consciousness, hidden consciousness. That is veiled and hidden. You have to unveil the hidden consciousness of the true being within, and progressively manifesting and perfecting that one gets contact, and then union with the divine. That's what. You have to get the new consciousness. Second, or unveil the hidden consciousness through with the deeper being within, and progressively manifesting and perfecting it, that it gets contact with and the union with the divine is possible. And it is only when, that's what initially the term we have used, Ananda and Bhakti are the part of deeper consciousness, and it is only when one lives in it, in that deeper consciousness, when somebody is living within that deeper consciousness and grows in it, that Ananda or Bhakti can become permanent. Otherwise it can't live. Sometimes it can come, visit you, but later it will escape. It can't stay. That Ananda and Bhakti can be permanent. Again I want to quote it. Ananda and Bhakti are the part of deeper consciousness. That deeper consciousness, you have to get the new consciousness, or you have to unveil the hidden consciousness, unfold the hidden consciousness that is within. And progressively manifesting and perfecting that one, by progressing and perfecting it, that one gets contact with that, then the union with the divine is possible. And this union, the deeper consciousness, and it is only when how can we get? Only when one lives in it, in that deeper consciousness, and lives in it and grows in it, that Ananda and Bhakti can be permanent. Otherwise not. Sometimes we have got the confusion. That's what also it is being clarified. Sometimes there is a confusion. Heart says, there is some confusion regarding heart, mind, and the vital. Heart says, I want Bhakti. So heart says clearly, it expresses, it has the, very much clarification. It says, I want Bhakti. Mind says, no, let's reason. Mind, because its fundamental character is to rationalize, to analyze. So it lets reason, and simultaneously at that time simply vital says nonsense. I can't surrender, because for that actually surrender is indispensable, inevitable. But thing is that vital says nonsense. I can't surrender. To harmonize, you have to harmonize all three. Bhakti as the bare force, basic force, knowledge, strength, and joy in divine as the result. That is the harmony proposed in this yoga. You have to harmonize, because three are in three different layers, three ways it is moving. You have to harmonize them, because already I have told, again I want to repeat it. Heart says, I want bhakti, मुझे भक्ति चाहिए. Mind says, no, let's reason. Reason को जाए. लेकिन vital clarifies, no, I can't surrender. ये तीनों को कैसे harmonize करेंगे? How can you get harmonized? Bhakti is the basic force. This bhakti, it harmonizes all. Basic force, that is knowledge, that is strength, that is joy. In the divine, you have to do everything. Basic forces like basic force, knowledge, strength, and joy in the divine. As a result, if you harmonize everything, that the true harmony proposed in this yoga, that is possible. Again, I can go a little bit ahead. The flow of devotion and love. Two things. One is love, another is devotion. That flow. The flow of the devotion and love is a thing which it more repeats and awakens. Flow of devotion and love is a thing which the more it repeats or awakens is bound to overflow in all the parts of the being. All the parts of the being, it has to come, it has to overflow, it has to flood them and have its effect on them. If it is not at all touching, if it is not flooding, it is not overflowing, then how can I purify it? Purify them. So the flow of the devotion and the love is a thing. That flow is a thing which the more it repeats, that flow, more it repeats or awakens, is bound to overflow. More it repeats or awakens, it is bound to overflow to all the parts of the being. Overflow and flood the entire being, parts of the being, and have its effect on them. For that actually must be overflooded. It must flow. It must. Suppose it is confined, it is kept, and it is not touching the being. How can we get the transforming results? No such thing as mechanical and artificial devotion. Sometimes we can, okay, devotion people are coming, so simply they are coming, sitting for some meditation or doing that bhaja, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Nitai Gaur Radhesam, Japa Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, and Nitai Gaur Radhesam. These are all mechanical things. But there is a clarification, no such thing such as mechanical and artificial devotion. There it is either devotion or not. There is a devotion or not. Devotion may be intense and non-intense. It may be, devotion is having a category. It may be intense or non-intense, complete or incomplete. Sometimes manifest or sometimes veiled. But mechanical or artificial devotion is a contradiction in there. You can find the duality, you can find, but you can't say it is a mechanical or artificial. That's what I want to clarify again. No such thing such as mechanical and artificial devotion. There you can find either devotion or not, either it is there or it is not existing. Devotion may be intense or non-intense. Second, complete or incomplete, sometimes manifest or sometimes veiled. But mechanical and or artificial devotion is a contradiction in this variety. No such things as mechanical and artificial variety. And before concluding, I want to go for the another thing, inner bhakti. Outer bhakti we express, we show, but inner bhakti is maintaining main thing. Inner bhakti is main thing, it must come from inside outward is the rule. Inner bhakti, it is coming from the psychic being. That's what already initial page we have discussed. Inner bhakti is the main thing, and without it external becomes a form and a mere ritual. It will be simply a ritual, nothing else. But main thing is inner. Outer is will be ritual. Inner controls the outer. Without it, external becomes a form or mere ritual. But the external has to place and use them. It's straightforward and sincere. But the external has its place. You can't discard, deny. It has its place and use. Place and use when it is straightforward and sincere. Suppose this external devotion, bhakti, is straightforward and sincere, it has got absolutely a form and use. It has its form and place and use. But thing is that it has to become straightforward and sincere. But comparing the inner bhakti and outer bhakti, you must know inner is the main thing, without which the external becomes only a form and a ritual. So external to manifest, to become effective, must have two things. One, it must be straightforward. Second, it must have the sincerity. Thank you for now. We will meet in the next class.